Yo, America, what up? So, I wanted to talk about something that's been pretty big in social media world lately. Now, before I start this, I'm not even gonna make it about skin color. Let's just say non-oppressed people, oppressed people. Cool, great. So for the last couple days, black people have really been going in on social media about the Oscars. You know, the internet, since it started, has become a place where the oppressed people in this country have been able to express how they really feel about different topics and issues that are affecting them. Great. I love it. Wonderful. I just got one little problem, one little issue. Sometimes we sit on the internet and we argue and debate and go back and forth for hours, for days, weeks even, about all of these different topics that we seem to think will solve our issues here in this country. That's the problem though. If I were to take a diagram of a tree, this is a tree. Let's say this is a tree here. So if this is a tree and all of these issues that we have are the components of the tree, they would merely just be the leaves. For example, dark skin versus light skin, gay versus straight, Christianity versus Islam, your mama can't get on food stamp. All of these are real problems and issues. However, they're not the root on the problem tree. You get me? You gotta pull that root out, baby. So y'all ain't never pull weeds with your grandma? Y'all ain't real. Anyway, I'm very glad that we are aware of these different topics and issues. However, we never really seem to get to the meat of the problem, and that's the problem. Let's just say that the root is, I don't know, racism? Well, first let's start with the definition. First, you have to know that racism is a prejudice. Prejudice, I think, is okay. It's a survival mechanism. If you go into an elementary school cafeteria at lunchtime, you'll see that it's perfectly fine to be prejudiced because it's how you survive. Racism, on the other hand, is a whole nother mother. Racism is a system of oppression. It is a lifestyle. It is a culture. It is a way for one group of people to use the economic control of resources to oppress another group of people. One group is getting fat, they disperse a little bit out to this group to make them feel like, you know, they working hard. Y'all working hard. Maybe one day you can get on this side. It's never gonna be like that. So when you have these different issues in the oppressed people community, is because they're simply taking on the traits of their oppressor. Light skin versus dark skin, black on black crime, all of that stuff, they're simply traits of the oppressor. It's the same way if you would take different things from your parents. Same thing. Well, Marcus, you have all the answers and you're so smart. How do we get rid of racism? I thought you would never ask. If you're gonna get in your feelings, please stop watching right now. I'm gonna break it down as simple as I can. I'm not even gonna make it about skin color because it doesn't necessarily have to be white people versus black people. And we'll look at that a little later. That's history. So we'll come back to that. So this is how you end racism. This is person A. This is person B. I'm in the bathroom, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Person A is a racist. Person B is the one being oppressed. This relationship here is a parasite-host relationship. Now, if you don't know what that is, then think about your little cousin that's always asking you for money because he don't never have. Parasite-host. So, the parasite has to feed off of the host. The parasite is going to do everything in its power in order to feed off of the host because this is how the parasite survives. Now, in most cases, the host doesn't even know it's being fed on. That's the beauty of it for our person A here. They gonna sit, they gonna eat, they gonna get fat, and person B doesn't even know what's going on. Now, how does person B get rid of person A? Well, two options. Person B can either kill person A, literally, or get as far away from person A as possible. So, person B gone. So, now what person A gonna do? Common sense, right? Right? Are you still here? Stay with me. Stay with me now. You didn't like that example? Cool. I'll give you another example. Piece of tape. Let's say this tape is a racist. Okay. So this is our, no, this L is not for Meek Mill. You guys gotta cut that out. So let's just say this is our racist here. This L is for leech. Okay. Now this leech is gonna sit here and eat and feed and do whatever it needs to do to survive. Now let's try some of the things you guys have been trying. Please, please, please stop. Can you please stop? Please, can you please stop? Can you just stop? I hate you! I hate you! We shall overcome. Oh, me? I got money. I ain't worried about him. I got money. I'm rich. Is it good? Let me get a piece. Ah! So as you can see, all of that stuff y'all been trying has not been working. Let's try something a little different. Okay, so if you're still with me, my two options to end racism, you either have to kill the racist or you have to get away from the racist as far as possible. Now let's get a little serious here. We'll take a historical look at it. At one point in time, there was this place, I don't know, it's called the Vatican. They were kind of running things. Somebody felt like they were being oppressed by this place called the Vatican. So you know what they did? They left and started doing their own thing. They got it. The Asians got it at one point. America's founding fathers got it. They either had to overthrow or kill the queen, like many people had done before, or they could leave and get as far away from the queen as possible and do their own thing. The Haitians got it at one point. Somebody had to die. They were being oppressed. Somebody had to go. Black people got it at one point. Y'all ever heard of Black Wall Street? Oh! I ain't want to get shot. They shooting people. I ain't want to get shot. Ultimately, if you're still here, my point is, it's great that we have a black president. That's awesome. It's great that we're allowed to attend different institutions with different types of people. That's great. It's great that we got black emojis. Amazing. However, as long as the leech continues to sit and get fat, there's gonna be a problem. And it's way bigger than just black and white. Everybody from the higher middle class all the way to the poor people out on the street are person B. You are being leeched on by this 1% that is the parasite, sucking everybody over here dry. And they living fat and happy and wealthy. You gotta destroy it.